Hello, everybody, and I would like to welcome you on behalf of the Zeke Daily Tournament, 3rd of November 2011, to MLG Shattered Temple. I am Penguin.
And I am Sean, and I just saw Corinthos not quite get that box select right on his SCVs, actually missed one. And could it be that he is allowing his frustration from the first game get to him?
We are seeing Plato go into this game with a 1-0 lead in the finals. It is a best of 5, and he took that game 1 on Tall Dream Altar, just taking a commanding lead early on and just not pushing too much, just sort of sitting back and just dominating. Macro style, fully upgraded, insane upgrades. He had level 2 shields by the end of it, and he just slowly but surely whittled Corinthos down until he was done. But now to
Indeed.
officially introduce our players. In the bottom spawn location, we have sPsCorinthos, the Yellow Terran.
And here in the left corner, on the top left corner of this slightly diagonal rectangle that we like to call Shattered Temple, the green Protoss took a 1-0 lead in a 23-minute long macro game. If ever there was a player who followed the Artosis rule, when you're ahead, stay ahead, get more ahead, it was this man who slowly whittled down his friend's lead. It is Plato.
Not sure if you can call it a bit of his friend's lead. We saw them having a bit of banter in the first game about how they've apparently BM'd each other on the ladder in the past. So it's a bit of a grudge game here. A bit more on the
Hey,
line
hey,
than just the lovely, lovely tournament pride.
if Destiny and Combat X can be friends, then who can't?
That is a very good point. Plato, once again, just to reiterate this, I just love to say this, so I'm going to say it in every single game, but he loves the taste of Terran tears.
Indeed, he does.
He's,
And almost transferring too many probes into gas, but catching himself right there. What a baller.
indeed, and he's going to be probe harassing this little SCV. The barracks does finish unperturbed, though, and the orbital command is going to go up.
Indeed, it shall. And yeah, everything going pretty standard right now. Got the first racks pumping out a Marine, going to deny that probe scout. Got me as a caster for some reason spamming my APM, and the Cyber Core going down.
A little
Going
bit of a
down.
gas steal there by Plato.
Yeah, there goes the gas steal, forcing Corinthos not to go for any fast tank, fast blue flame, Hellion, fast gantry.
But we're
And
seeing
that is actually a very good trade-off for
Yes,
Plato.
we're seeing Corinthos go with the same opening with the reactor on that first barracks and the second barracks straight afterwards. So it seems like
hmm
he feels like there was only a little something that he did wrong. He could win it with the same build. So he's gonna
Uh,
try,
yeah.
and yeah, naturally everything is still going relatively standard. The
hmm
Has he been scouted yet? I don't know. He hasn't, but that SCV is going to be running right into that base right now, seeing everything there is to be seen, which so far is just warp gate researching, one gateway in the back, not very much.
No, I'm actually surprised not to see Corinthos getting more Marine. I feel like he maybe lagged a little on getting those additional Marines because there's no reason for him not to be getting the Marines because that was next on his production list. Except he wasn't building anything at the time that his money was getting
We're
hard. So
seeing
I just
sneaky
felt like
stuff,
maybe that was a bit of a
Sean.
slip.
We're seeing sneaky stuff. One gate,
Sneaky
Twilight
stuff.
Council. What is this gonna be?
One Gate Twilight Council. We can only hope to
Double
know
gas.
once the Twilight Council comes up, but I think we can safely say that he's not going for a fast Blink Stalker push, Penguin.
I would have to say DTs, and the DTs were
I would have to agree
fantastic
with you.
in the last game. DTs absolutely tearing apart Corinthos' economy, forcing him to use scans all over the place, getting that
Unless
nice
he's
little
planning
fuzzy
on
pile on the
fast
end.
High Templar to go and feedback that
Nope,
orbital
Dark
command.
Shrine.
There goes the Dark Shrine.
Bam! And it's going to be in his base as well, so relatively easy to scout. Gates number
Mm-hmm.
2 and 3 are going to be going up, and Warp
Rel-
Gate just
it
finishing
will
for him.
it will be relatively easy to scout, but at the same time, this is not the place where you would ordinarily hide your tech. Which means that if Corinthos is going to scan, he is going to scan somewhere where it's less likely for him to actually. He's going to scan in a place where it's harder to access by an actual
Very
unit. So
true.
he's sort of playing that double, triple, quadruple reverse psychology. Is like,
He's
are you
going to
going to
be
scan the
pushing out,
obvious
though.
or the less obvious
He's
place?
going to be doing the same push we saw in the last game, 2 SCVs. Actually, the exact same number of Marines and Marauders as well. And
hmm
it took him till the 6.5 minute to actually clear off that stolen gas, so he's going to be slightly behind in the gas, and he's getting his NG Bay as well.
Indeed, he is, and I think that that fast NG Bay Also something he did last game, a very good choice. The only problem is when he did that, he left it at that, and that was a huge mistake because he did get the engineering bay, which did help him to thwart any kind of cloak harass,
Sean,
which is always nice.
I think we might be seeing a base race. He's coming in here with this push, going to be able to put up the bunkers, do tons and tons of damage to Plato's base, but Plato's going to be moving into the 2 DTs, and
I,
there's just...
I gotta be honest, I don't see a way this doesn't become 1-1. Unless
Ah,
Plato really gets those good DT hits, which it looks like he
but...
is.
Yes, but the orbital command has 50 energy, and he's going to send it on a
And he's gonna
mule!
scan.
No, he
No,
sends it on a mule!
he scanned. He
Oh,
scanned
did
you.
he? No, but there's
He did.
DTs... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching Corinthos' base, where there's DTs killing all of the SCVs in his base.
Oh yeah. He got the scan on his offensive on his offensive force, which he felt was more important.
Fair enough, but there
And
is a DT still there, and this
that is
orbital
true.
command is very, very low on energy. And I think
And
we're going to be
I feel
seeing...
like this is going to be Corinthos probably gathering around a turret with a couple of marauders, and hopefully being able to take that out. And
No,
I think
to
he's
be
going to put
honest...
down the turret. He hasn't sniped the NG bay yet, which means that he can still put a turret up.
Oh, no, and of course he didn't snipe the orbital command either, allowing him to still scan if he wants to. He's not sniping the right things. You don't want to be sniping that barracks.
You need to be taking out the. I feel like Plato needs to be taking out the SCVs as fast as possible.
I feel like, I mean, that cannon is going to be very, very helpful for him in this game.
That cannon definitely will be helpful.
We're seeing him just
Meanwhile,
sort of
the order
chill. He
command.
has
Oh,
50, and he
really good play
scans!
from Corinthos,
Wow.
locking the
Wow.
DT in his main, using the orbital and that reactor, using the
But there's
supply
2 more
depots and that
DTs
reactor.
already on here, and I feel like this is going to be for Plato, the 2-0, pretty fast. There's a missile turret going up pretty fast, but he's going to surround that DT very nicely, but if he can snipe that SCV, which he's going to be able to, that turret's not going to be able to go up, and I feel like we'll be seeing a GG very, very quickly.
I wouldn't be so quite sure. We do.
GG, Corinthos, 2-0 Plato. Wow, the DTs for
Good
Plato
player.
really,
Game.
really going to be brilliant, and we're going to be bringing you Game 3 of this final, where Plato is only 1 game away from taking this tournament. Corinthos will have to stage a fantastic 3-game comeback. I'm Penguin.
And I am Sean.